Wyoming is known for many things: ranches, endless forest areas, and most of all, Yellowstone National Park. It's a place for vacations, camping trips, and during the winters, it's one of the coldest states in America. But while the state is known for these things, there's a deeper layer beneath the surface, a withered rose bittercreekbetty. Before we begin, I'd like to welcome any new listeners and subscribers. I'm your host, Kathy, and welcome to Inner Darkness Podcast. For those returning or those who have been with me since the podcast started, thank you for coming back again and again. This is the first episode of the podcast in 2022, and I'd like to wish everyone a late but very happy New Year. Now on to the show. On March 1st, 1992, the nude body of a young woman was discovered in Sweetwater County, Wyoming. It was believed the young woman's body had been discarded at the location where she was found 1 month prior, although due to the cold weather, her body was well preserved. The coroner had determined at the time of her death she was between 24 and 32 years old, standing at 5'6" to possibly 5'8". She had a scar from a cesarean section on her abdomen, as well as a tattoo of a rose beneath one of her breasts. Upon further investigation of the crime scene, police found a gold necklace and a ring, sweatpants, and a pink underwear. Authorities made images of the rose tattoo, and they were made public, although a man came forward claiming that he had performed the tattoo on the woman. It didn't help to give an identity to the woman. All he could say was she was likely a drifter who hitchhiked frequently around the country. Once an autopsy was performed, it was determined she had died from being stabbed, although one of her nostrils, and she also had been strangled and beaten at another location. She had also been sexually assaulted both anally and vaginally prior to her murder. Multiple missing women through the years have been ruled out as possible identities of bittercreekbetty. However, in May 2020, a man who worked as a long-haul trucker from Iowa at the time named Clark Perry Baldwin had been arrested and charged with her killing, as well as the murder of 2 other women in Wyoming and Tennessee. But her identity and the reason for her murder has yet to come forward, if ever. Thank you all so much for listening. If you have any recommendations, please feel free to comment or contact me. I'm on all social media, and they are all linked on the page. If you would like to support the show, you can find me on Patreon, which is linked as well. Please feel free to leave a like and rate and review. If you enjoy the show, I'd love to hear from you guys, as well as your thoughts on the case. Please be respectful to the parties involved, and until next time, take care.